Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Himanshu, a software engineer currently based in Pune, and today we are going to see a roadmap of becoming software engineer. And this specifically applies you to if you are currently in second year or third year or even in first year, right? And of course, this is a foolproof plan. If you actually follow every step, each and every step of this roadmap will definitely be able to become a software engineer. You will be able to get placed as a software engineer in on or off campus companies in the placements, right? So we'll start now. So this is the roadmap you can see. So there are four different things in which I have divided these. First one being getting started, then core subjects, development, and the last one is open source, right? So let's start with the first one, getting started. And yeah, this is software engineer roadmap, getting started. So here you can see first one we are starting with the basics. So in the basics, of course, there is learn and practice C. And second point is HackerRank 5 star in C and problem solving in C. So C is the most basic language, and whatever language you choose, you decide to specialize in future. If it's Java or if it's C++, you have to know C because C is the most closest language to the machine, we can say. And and actually it doesn't contain much functions, like sort of there are many pre-built functions which are doing certain computations for ease of the user, right? So this actually they are very little in number in C, so we will know how each of the thing works, how you have to do complex tasks without using some functions which are readily available in Python or Java or C++. So using C you will be able to build your fundamentals pretty strong. So of course you first have to learn and practice C. Now how you can do this? Of course you can do this for free. You can do this complete roadmap for free, actually whatever free resources are available. So learn and practice C. You will be watching a playlist, we can say, on YouTube, and of course you will have to practice C. So HackerRank is a pretty good beginner friendly platform which you can use. Of course, there are some advanced platforms also like Codeforces or CodeChef. So once you build your basic understanding, once you strengthen your fundamentals of coding in C through HackerRank, you can go for those as well, right? Then second one is HackerRank 5 star in C and problem solving in C. So first we learned and practiced C a lot, and then we are having there are ratings in HackerRank as well. So as I said, HackerRank is the beginner friendly platform, so we'll be definitely able to start with these. So you have to reach 5 stars in C. There is one C module. You can complete that module and you can reach 5 stars. So it will include, I think, around 40 to 50 questions at least, so you can practice them. And problem solving in C. So this is again another module, problem solving, but this is not language specific, as we said that 5 star in C. So C is one different module where all the questions you have to solve in C language only. There is a language restriction. And then in problem solving, you can choose C as the language and you can reach 5 star in that, right? So going to the next one, choose a language, C++, Java, Python. So these three languages are available. You can choose any one of them. So generally nowadays people are preferring Java. So this is not any, this is just a personal suggestion. You can go for Java because many industries and many companies are using Java, and Java is actually, we can say, an all-rounder language. So using Java, we can build backend systems using Spring Boot and all that stuff. We can also do DSA. So it's not necessary that these backend systems and all that stuff can be done only in Java. C++ and Python also provides that functionality. But of course, Java's Spring Boot, so it's used a lot. You can go for Java or any one of them uh, for for whatever you choose, right? So if you choose any one language, you have to complete again 5 star in that selected language on HackerRank, and again problem solving module in that language. So you have to get 5 stars in that selected language, and problem solving. So of course there is like after you complete these modules, there is one certification sections in HackerRank. You can just jump to that, and you can complete the problem solving basic and intermediate certifications, right? So as you can see, our third point is the same: get HackerRank problem solving basic, if possible intermediate certification. Okay, so this applies to both C and Java. You can complete that problem solving certification in any one of the languages, C and Java. And here, of course, Java means all three of them: C++, Java, Python. You can do that. Then fourth one is attempt all CodeChef contests in selected language from now. So as I said that this is a complete roadmap. So you'll be start following from here, and when you reach here from this point of time, you will attempt all the CodeChef contests in your selected language, right? And when you are moving ahead, when you are following all these points, so you have to keep attempting the CodeChef contests, okay, excluding the case where we change the our format of coding in further steps. So we have to keep attempting all the CodeChef contests, right? Then moving to the next one, we start with the core subjects. So of course, core subjects are very much important, and there are pretty important core subjects like SQL, operating systems, data structures and algorithms. There are some others as well, networking and all that stuff. But you will be able to complete those in your college time as well. So you can, if you choose to complete those, you can definitely complete a certain playlist in those core subjects, which are networking and all those. But these three are primary, and these three are very like important. Okay, first one being SQL. So if we just open this one, structured query language. So first of all, you will watch hands-on tutorial. So this is actually a link. You can definitely go to this link. I will be sharing this roadmap in the description of this video. You can go to the roadmap and go to the link and complete the hands-on tutorial. So of course, anything in computer science requires hands-on practice, rather it be coding, rather it be a structured query language or development. Without doing hands-on or just watching videos, it's not going to help, right? So you have to go hands-on in each and everything. Then at the next step, in the next step, we go for reach 5 stars in HackerRank structured query language. So again on HackerRank, as I told you that this is a beginner friendly roadmap, and you can definitely complete the 5 stars, complete 5 stars in HackerRank SQL. So SQL is again another model which is available in HackerRank, and you will be solving around 20 to 30 questions, and definitely you will be able to reach 5 stars in that, right? Then third one is get HackerRank structured query language basic, if possible intermediate certification. So again we are having certifications in this. So the reason certifications are important is because you need to show others, you need to show the companies that yes, I do have the knowledge and it's verified, it's legit, right? So that is why you need to do certifications. So of course, give a lot of weightage to certifications. Okay, then we will get intermediate and basic level certifications of HackerRank structured query language. Then in the next step, yeah, and one more thing, while doing all this, your course of contests are going on. Okay, so I think they are having couple of contests per week, or only one contest per week, I'm not sure. You can just check it out. And of course, after the contests, you are absolving the questions, right? So whatever questions you couldn't answer, whatever questions you couldn't submit or solve, you have to absolve them. And whatever questions you were able to submit, they were correct. You have to look into other solutions, and you have to know what different approaches are available. What different approaches can we apply for solving those questions? Okay. its operating system. So operating systems, of course, the most popular one Linux. So you have to watch a hands-on tutorial on basics of Linux. And Linux, reason being Linux is important because in in different in various industry domains, Linux is used. So you do have to know Linux. You do have to know the hands-on knowledge of Linux. Whatever basic commands are available, you have to know them. Okay, so you can again get the link of the video from this roadmap. The next one being data structures and algorithms. So now we are going to start with lead code contests. So from here till here, you were solving the code chef, right? From here we will start with lead code. So lead code is mostly DSA specific, as you know that code chef is competitive programming. They specialize in that thing, and lead code specializes in data structures and algorithms. Okay, so we will start lead code contests from here, and this is one optional step that you can stop CodeChef contests and start with Code Forces contests. So Code Forces is one level up than CodeChef. It's competitive programming only, but it's one level up. The problems will be harder, and you will definitely find it more challenging to solve them with respect to the CodeChef ones. Okay, so you can start attempting the lead code contests from here, and along with that, you are going to start solving Striver's A to Z DSA sheet. So if you don't know Striver, so he is very popular in coding community, and this is a DSA sheet, A to Z DSA sheet, starting from string arrays till the last topics of DSA like graph and dynamic programming. All the topics are and domains are covered in this. I guess there are more than 100 to 150 questions in that. So you can definitely solve this DSA sheet. And one more point here, that in this DSA sheet, you will be solving a number of questions, right? So along with this sheet, there the like Striver has uploaded explanation for each one of the question in this sheet. Okay, so you can find all the solutions on his YouTube channel directly, and you will be able to solve them, right? So now let's go to the next one, development. So of course a good software engineer knows how to code. So how to code DSA and the competitive programming questions. So this part we are covering there. And here he also has some extra knowledge of, we can say, MERN stack, full stack for generalized term, which can be MERN or mean, right? So when you open this, this is the development section. So MERN on mean, if you are not aware of that, MERN is MongoDB Express, React, and Node.js. So it's sort of full stack the where the person knows how to code front end and back end as well. He knows the front end, how to write HTML, CSS, whatever UI is there, and back end which consists of the app communicating with the database and all that stuff, right? So this is the whole full stack thing here. And so in development, Git and GitHub is very much important, because if you are not aware about version control, you are not a complete, all-round software engineer. So Git and GitHub is very much important. You need to have information about this Git and GitHub, and of course, when you are following this further steps, you have to keep attempting lead code and code chef or code forces contests, right? It is very much important. So it is possible that while completing this whole roadmap you will require minimum 1 year. So for whole 1 year you have to keep solving at least one question all the 365 days, rather it be DSA or rather it be competitive programming. This is just the basic, this is just the minimal requirement which I am saying, but the maximum requirement is of course number of, like, some of DSA questions and some of competitive programming questions. Okay, so let's go to this one, full stack website development. So here you completed Git and GitHub. You can watch some YouTube videos, some playlists, I will say. So if you are learning any topic, if you have very less time to learn them, if you are having an interview or something, so you can go for one shot videos, but you have to understand the complete topic till the depth. You can choose for the playlists which are available, right? The topic specific playlists. So we will be going with full stack website development here, or you can even choose data science and machine learning. In future, I will upload one path of how to master data science and machine learning as well, so you can follow that path. You can just if the video has been published, you can find that video in at my channel. Okay, so full stack website development. Let's open this one. First one, of course, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is the UI part. Then you can choose a stack, Mon or Mean. These are most popular stacks which are currently being used, and start learning. So for learning, you can again get number of playlists which are available on YouTube for covering the whole learning path of Mon or Mean, whatever full stack you choose. Mean here is MongoDB, Express, Angular, and Node. Okay, so the difference is React and Angular. So you can choose any one of them, whatever you seem fine. You can, if you want to choose one of them, you can just watch a couple of YouTube videos, get the idea of how like what is in trend and how exactly React and Angular are different. Okay, of course, Angular is little bit complex than React, but Angular is definitely used, so you can go for that. So, as I said, you can start watching playlists. So there is one very famous channel, Free Code Camp, and their videos. They are having videos on number of topics, on almost all the topics which are available in this, which are there in this roadmap. They must be having videos on Git and GitHub. Hands-on learning, yeah, of course, you have to do hands-on here in the Git and GitHub. You have to set up a repository. You have to push the code there. You have to learn how to commit. You have to learn rebase and all that stuff. So you have to do that. Okay. So you can follow their channel Free Code Camp. You can either go for a playlist or a one-shot video. And of course, one-shot video, I will suggest playlist over one-shot video so that you will get more deeper understanding, right? In the end, build one capstone project having both front end and back end. Of course, after choosing the stack, after learning whole stack, all the four terminologies, all the four technologies which are there, and in the end, you have to build one major capstone project having both front end and back end. And major means this is going to be major of majors, right? So this is going to be a very big project, a capstone project. You can come up with an idea of your own, whatever real world problem is currently there. You can address that problem and build certain web apps like focusing that problem. This will definitely give you a boost whenever you are applying for any company, or whenever you are setting for campus placements, right? Then next one is cloud computing. This is sort of DevOps side, we can say. And DevOps is of course not completely similar to development. This is different. So I will just give you a gist what DevOps is. So DevOps is developer operations or development operations. And the thing is, when you are building certain, for example, you build a capstone project here, right? So you will be hosting that project on certain platform. There are number of platforms available like AWS or Namecheap, right? And what will happen actually is once you publish your whole project, you want to have certain updates in certain UI part, or in certain module of the app. You want to have certain update in the code. So whole automation process, that once you push the code, once you commit the code in GitHub, that repository, how you can automate the whole process of updating the UI. Means, for example, in very basic terms, you push the updated code, and after few seconds you are directly seeing the UI updated on your hosted web app, right? So that is what DevOps is. This is just an example how we can use DevOps. This is just an part of cloud computing. This is not complete cloud computing. So I just give you an example. So cloud computing DevOps, preferably choose AWS, and other options which are available are Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Computing. Right. So AWS is the third one, and I will suggest you to choose AWS. Then you have to complete courses and certifications on this one. of course, AWS, I think they personally provide some courses and certifications. If you complete the courses, you can attempt their certification exams, and I suppose their certifications, the exams are not free, okay? So you will get a free pass if you complete the course or attend their training day or something, and you will be able to get the certification in that way. Okay, so these are some certification which are there, cloud practitioner and solutions architect. So you can just search it up on Google or YouTube how to get these, and you will be good to go. Then fourth one is open source. So this is optional, I will say, but it is good to have open source contribution. Giving you a basic example, basic real world real world example, what open source is. So there are number of softwares which are open source, right? So currently, uh, for an example, I think VLC media player is open source, or there is some media player which is open source, right? So open source means their whole code of the application is available to public. Okay. For example, like in contrary, Intel and all other companies, Intel, Nvidia, so their code is, proprietary. They don't share their code. They don't keep their code public. It is bound in their company's boundaries itself, right? But in open source, some companies have, publicly hosted all their code so that people can look into the code and they can contribute in improving their applications, right? So you can go for open source contributions. Here you will learn a lot. Here you will face a lot of challenges. I will soon be dropping a video on open source on how to start contributing to open source, because it's not easy. It's difficult, and of course, once you get, comfortable in like giving open source contributions, so you can go for GSOC, like Google Summer of Code, and all other Summer of Code sort of competitions which are available there, right? So this is what you can do. So this is the complete basic software engineer roadmap. So at least you have to have all this information, and you'll be pretty good to go for applying as a software engineer in number of different companies and all that stuff, right? So thank you everyone for watching. Stay tuned.